Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, Jerusalem, ikayalami.
Happy New Year.
Hi, mate.
Hi.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hi.
Hi. That's from one of our favorite little Instagram stars there.
Oh,
Martin the French guy.
I knew I recognized
We love him.
it.
There's another one I want to pipe in with later. This guy who does mixes. And they're so good.
Yeah.
They'll do like jump around and then he'll mix in like crisscross jump and it's really fun.
Yeah, the stuff that you send me is about the only reason I think that I should have a TikTok is because you just like everything that you send me is from TikTok. It's from TikTok, but it makes its way to Instagram stories. So I'm like 3 weeks behind.
You sent me a good one with some little cat dropping it like it was hot. His little cat butt.
Yeah.
But I like that one.
That's
where
what I
it's
get
like,
on it. That's the stuff that I get on Instagram.
one of your cats. If your cat was a kid, is my favorite. It's like, what would make it better? Ham.
Happy New Year, Victor.
Oh, hey,
Victor
Victor.
from Crash and Taz.
Oh, hi. I finally saw Spider-Man.
She saw all the Spider-Man.
All the Spider-Mans, even the Spider-Man in the theater. You're right, they're amazing. But the last one made me cry. I'm not going to say why.
We both cried twice.
But I did like that MJ's name was Michelle Jones, which is pretty close to Rochelle Jones.
It is pretty close.
And she looked like a little African like me. Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm caught up, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Finally caught up on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe you put them off. But still haven't seen Iron Man 3.
Do I have to? Like...
Yeah, I don't think you have to now because it's been almost 10 years since it came out.
Well, I just still argue with Spider-Man was very much like Batman, where how many Batman and Batman series were there, where it started out with Michael Keaton.
Right, yes.
And then there was Val Kilmer, and then there was George Clooney,
I'm
and then there was
surprised.
Christian Bale, and then there was Ben Affleck.
Right.
Like, how many...
But you saw the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, right?
Yeah, and thank God that I did, because of something that happens in the other Spider-Man.
Yes. So, I saw those two. I really liked them. I was less thrilled about the Andrew Garfield ones for the same reason that you just said.
Yeah.
Of like, come on, I already saw 3 Spider-Mans with one actor. Now you're going to change the actor.
And I didn't see those ones, so I got to go back and see those ones.
I saw the first one and like half of the second one.
Yeah.
And the only reason that I think I saw the Tom Holland Spider-Mans was because he showed up in the third Captain America movie.
Right.
And so I already knew that I already kind of knew that I liked him. Plus, in the first one, Tony Stark shows up, which I love Tony Stark, so I was definitely going to see that movie.
Right. And I saw him when Tony Stark died.
Yes.
Everybody has to know that by now.
Endgame.
And he was
yeah,
at
if
the
you haven't
and I was
seen
like,
Endgame,
oh my God, who is that little cutie? And my sister was like, that's Spider-Man. I'm like, no, it's not. Spider-Man's Tobey Maguire. But now I want to see all the Marvel all the Marvel things.
Yeah, what are we going to watch this weekend?
We're going to watch Black Widow.
Yes.
And, well, the reason, and probably Victor might know this, or maybe they're noticing, but we noticed the other night when we were when we were at the movie, and they referenced the Marvel TV series on Disney.
So in the new...
Yeah, you'll articulate it better than I will.
In the new Doctor Strange trailer, so spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the trailer, then you jump forward the next 45 seconds.
Right.
But in the new trailer for the next Doctor Strange coming out, Wanda shows up and he says this isn't about Westview or Westbrook or whatever that little town was that she made. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first time that a Disney Plus show has been referenced in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So
now we have to watch everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know about that because you know what I noticed every time that I noticed it tonight. I double checked tonight. Every time that I go to start Hulu on the TV, a show called Cloak Dagger shows up.
Yeah, that's a Marvel.
Yeah, and it's a Marvel show, but I've never even fucking heard of it.
You have the wrong hat on. No, you don't. Is that blue? Okay.
It's blue.
All right, because I thought, it looked like a 1, but I wrote over the 1. So I'm too cheap. Every time, I'm not going to go to the store every year and buy a new 2000 and whatever year it is. So, like, last year, I wrote 2020. I put, like, just a Sharpie with the 1 over the 0. And this year, I put a 2.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Save your money. Spend it on good booze.
Yes. What are we drinking?
Oh, we are drinking something special. So I saw this in, like, a magazine or an ad or something. I I don't usually drink hard stuff, but I love for gin, Bombay Sapphire gin. And then there was this Bombay Bramble that's raspberry and is it blackberry?
Blackberry, raspberry.
Yeah, gin. And Donnie was amazing. I'll give him some credit. Yeah, he went and got it today. And then he also said that we needed some tonic water so that he could make the little drink on the back. So there's like an ounce of this and
it's 5 ounces of
tonic water
and an ounce and a half of this Bombay. Can I see that bottle again?
Yeah, Bombay Bramble.
What's the alcohol on this?
I don't know, but we gotta be careful because it's good.
43%. So it's a 43% alcohol on it.
Is that a lot? It's more like
It's
Coors
about
Light.
equal to a bourbon.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
Bourbons,
it's really good.
Bourbons are like 40 to 45.
And you garnish with the lemon.
Yeah, garnish with a lemon.
Yeah, really easy peasy. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very good, very easy and if you don't like I'm not a Tanqueray drinker. I don't like it. I think it tastes like pine. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan, but I love Bombay Sapphire.
I probably haven't had gin since that night at Pine Acres when I stole my father's gallon of Beefeater.
You talk like I was there.
I think I told the story on the show.
I have heard the story on the show, yeah. You're like, hey, that night in Pine Acres when I was like 14, you and I never met yet, and I was trying to make out with everybody. Yeah, okay, great. Let's start 2022 with that story. I have a story for you. No, I'm kidding.
No, please don't. I'll have nightmares all night.
Ew, we're not together. Ew,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, we have to be together forever.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be together forever. Should we get married?
How about we just wear rings?
Weird, because what do you mean we're not engaged? Does this mean I'm engaged? So I have my wonderful... Well, when I came downstairs, I didn't think you were excited about my dress. I thought you were excited about my necklace that you gave me for Christmas. Mm-hmm. My dress, I gotta do this. Wakanda forever. Yeah, what's up? Anyway, I have this beautiful Wonder Woman necklace that matches my beautiful Wonder Woman ring, and then of course we post on Facebook and we write like hashtag not engaged because I got you a ring. I'll let you tell your ring story, which is awesome. And so of course everybody kind of, I think they immediately, people just kind of glance at pictures, so I try and keep when I post something very short attention span.
Yeah.
So, hello, Patrick. Hello, PH. Are you going to call in? I'll put you on speaker. I promised him earlier that I'd put him on speaker. And he goes, I've been drinking. I'm like, that makes three of us, buddy.
Be all of us.
Yeah. So, anyway. But people immediately just started going to the, congratulations.
Congratulations. Even though it was right there in the post. We're still not getting married.
Right.
But... she put a ring on it.
Right, because you wanted a ring, Donnie had asked me for a ring, and he told that story on his show a couple times, just that. He's like, I want one to show that I'm in a relationship. And then that really got us into the whole conversation about, if you're not married, you really, or even if you're not, if you're engaged, if you're engaged, right, only the girl wears a ring saying that she's taken. The guy doesn't wear anything.
Right.
And so unless you're married, then you're both wearing rings. But what about if there's so many people that are in other types of committed...
You can be just in a regular relationship, just boyfriend, girlfriend. You're not looking for someone else.
Right, but I'm saying...
But what puts out the sign?
Right, what is the symbol that you're taking? And then and then people are like, well, and acting first of all, we're not against marriage at all. I've been married twice. He's been married once and engaged once. Mm-hmm. So we just wanted to do our relationship differently. And... and we thought all right, maybe someday we might get married, but that is just not what we're doing right now. And we just want to kind of date forever. And it seems like you try so hard when you date forever.
Yes.
You try better.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I wake up every morning and I feel like I need to earn you over again.
And I just don't feel obligated to you. I want to be with you. And we decided to really just be friends first.
And when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, it's a lot easier to just walk away.
Right.
There's nothing tied. So if you want to keep the relationship, then you need to work to keep it.
Well, it depends on what boyfriend, girlfriend you are, because you can buy a house together and all that fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Judge Judy calls it playing house, and I'm like, I'm down with that, but we're pretty good. We have our own finance. I don't know. It's just, it's fun, it's different, and it doesn't feel obligated. But also, people don't seem to take you seriously unless there is some sort of symbolism. Other than looking on our Facebook pages, how are they going to tell that you're in a relationship, just some stranger walking down the street, right? So... But then if you're like, oh, you have a boyfriend. Oh, you have a boyfriend. What kind is long term? Or first of all, fuck off. None of your business. Second of all, I'm committed. But how do you? It seems like it doesn't hold as much clout.
Yeah.
But for both of us being divorced, then I guess marriage didn't either. So, for people that marriage works for them, go for it. But don't knock people if they want to try something different.
Yeah. Yeah, and we bring all this up because Jason gave us a bunch of shit, basically. Jason from Shit Happens When You Party Naked. Really
Right.
not a fan of the whole us wearing rings thing, but not getting married.
So we're gonna get rings on all of our fingers and toes, and nose and
Yeah.
ears, and just like
Yep.
we're just gonna ring it.
Yeah. What are those? What's the thing called that they put around the neck? Not a necklace. It's a
Rings, like
Yeah.
the African tribes,
I don't know.
the neck, duckbill tribe.
Yeah,
no?
sure.
Something.
Something like
Elongate
that.
your neck.
A brace around your neck.
Yeah, something. Collar.
We're gonna put
shock
leashes
collar.
on each other.
Oh my god, we're gonna walk down the street like that.
We'll each have a chain wallet, but my wallet will be in your
Oh
pocket.
yeah, and my bracelet
your
will be
wallet.
connected to Wonder Twins activate.
Yeah.
Bucket of water and eagle. Oh dear. So yeah, so that's our thing. That's where we're at right now. But I mean, and even like when you do get married, and then somebody, because they want to make sure that their child and them have the same last name, right? Like the moms, and then they get divorced, and the mom keeps the married name, but then dad goes and gets married to like the next person, and then there's like 3 Mrs. Hools running around,
Or there's or mom gets remarried and now she has a new last name.
Right.
And the kids have a different last name.
Probably hyphenate that too. Throw in a hyphen.
Probably, yeah.
You know, and 2 middle names. Why not?
Yeah.
Do you?
I was deployed with a guy that had his last name was hyphenated, but I think that his name tape was his, because I think that once you if you took the hyphen out, like it was his legal last name was his wife's last name.
Right.
Like he took his wife's last name.
Wow.
And I remember not long ago thinking,
that's not gunfire. We're not at a range.
okay, good.
It's the fireworks.
I was wondering for a second. I was
Don't worry, I got you.
fireworks were over.
You're safe with me, honey.
Yeah, I am.
And Patrick, yes, there's some rings that do matter.
It's only official if it's Facebook official. See, but that's the thing, Patrick, is that's what I'm talking about, is that, like, how do I see people, I see probably 100, 200 people a day that I'm not friends with on Facebook. How do I advertise to these people that I'm in a committed relationship with someone that I love?
Right. Yeah.
Well, I wear a ring now every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like it. Mm-hmm. It's a nice ring, too.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. You have some,
so
sexy
beautiful.
stuff going on that... I saw your belt the other day, and I kept looking at it. Like, I got Donnie, this nice work
I
belt.
was like, my eyes are up here.
Yeah, and I was like, but your belt is down here. Yeah.
And then I got my shoes.
Yeah, and new sneakers for work, and honey, you be stunned. And then you got your new...
I got my ring. Oh, yeah, you got me some new beard stuff. She got me some new...
I really like that.
Some new...
Ladies and boys, back off.
It's not an oil.
No, the balm.
It's a balm.
Yeah, it's a Viking beard balm.
It's a beard balm. And she came and visited me today, gives me a hug, and she just could not stay out of my beard.
Yeah, I like it. It smells good. Like, just sometimes there's just scents. And
Good. I'm glad you like it.
I do, and I hope everybody better back off.
They will. I'm gonna throw elbows if I have
Put a ring
to.
on it.
Yeah, she put a ring on it.
Yeah. Do you want to hear this cool mix from that guy from Instagram? All right,
Sure.
let me try and pull it up.
Let me check in on these comments here. What happens when 2 hyphenated people get married and have kids?
Ooh, good question.
Then the kid's last name goes to I don't know. I guess if it was like Jones Gates, I'm trying to think of some last names. I don't know. I'm not using Patrick's last name. Sorry, man.
Oh,
It's
I
just-
did. I totally did earlier. I was saying
it's just
Mr. and
dirty.
Mrs. Oh, but did he put a dirty name?
No, I was just thinking it's dirty to mix Gates, Gates, Jones, Hool.
Oh.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
All right, you ready? So this is jumping to the Instagram thing. It's my second favorite Instagram person right now. It says sick. I can't tell if it's sick kick.
I
music.
assume I'm the first favorite Instagram person, right?
Of course, babe.
Okay, good.
I mean, like little video maker, like
Okay.
reels and stuff like that. Oh, come on, hands down.
Maximum volume.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Get it?
I came to get down. So get down to seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around.
Wait for
Jump
it.
around. Jump up and get down.
That is good. There's my uncle chiming in about how much he doesn't like my beard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good thing he's not dating him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as my mate likes my beard, my hair.
Hey, you know what? Do you like it?
Yeah, my weight, my body.
Do you like it?
I do.
Okay.
I like my beard.
Okay,
I
then.
like my beard plenty. Yeah.
When you don't want to, we already had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like your hair and you don't like your beard, just give me a heads up. I don't like coming home to.
No, I wouldn't want to do that to you.
And I wouldn't want to do that to you either.
I floated that to you once as a joke. Like, I would never do it, but as a joke, I floated it to you of like, oh, you know, I was hanging out home tonight, and I thought, like, maybe I'll just shave my face and my head. And then when she comes home, I'll be like, look what I did. And you were like, no.
You probably get shot.
Don't do that.
Who's this intruder in my
I
house?
was like, okay, I won't do that.
I don't like that. I mean, I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
You come home and I got a shaved head.
Yeah, hey, that's
Oh,
fine.
Shay Gordon. Hey, girl.
My
I love
favorite
her.
couple
She's
in
so
the world.
sweet. Love you.
What was I about to say?
I think you need to like take your uncle out to dinner or lunch or something. You need a Uncle Bobby time. I think
He's
Uncle Bobby
always in
misses you.
Portsmouth, and he never.
I know.
Never
Well, we
gives me a
we still
call.
owe him dinner. Uncle Bobby, we owe you dinner. We know this for putting us or getting us to do that
because
cutest
that's
couples contest.
One of many great things
Yeah.
that happened in 2021.
Yeah,
Yeah, not to segue too hard into that.
that's
but
okay.
What? Do you have any like memorable moments?
I had to get a
of
root canal.
2021? That's right.
How about
you
that?
Did.
That was awful.
It
That
was
was
an
I learned a
awful
lot.
few weeks before you did it.
That was an awful few grand.
Yeah.
Never had the pleasure of a root canal before, but man, there is no pain like tooth pain.
It is fortunate for you and for I that we have jobs that we can be like,
Work overtime.
I need some extra money because I really need to do this thing. And also to be in a relationship where we're both like, hey, you understand, right?
Right.
I'm not, I need to, like, you worked overnight one night. That was one of those nights when you needed the money for this root canal.
I got to babysit an F-22.
22, yeah. And it was awesome.
But then there was one night I got called out for sexual assault.
Right,
So
yeah,
it's like
so,
sometimes
yeah.
it's not the funnest overtime, but
Right,
we'll take it.
right.
You know,
The
get
the
to help
detail,
somebody.
the
so
F-22 detail was pretty
that was
cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, you
That
were
was
sending me
sweet because,
pictures. You were sending me selfies like of the F-22 behind you.
And it was nice because I had
I tried to
like.
stay up most of the night with you, and
Oh, you went to the
couldn't
gym.
do
You were
it.
sending me selfies.
That's right. I
too.
went to the gym
Yep.
and I ran into Dennis there and sent you that selfie of me and Dennis.
Which I hope people understand that I was actually working as well. You know, because there's more than just me doing security out there with those things. But and it was good because I got to see people I hadn't seen for a while that work on like Pease Tradeport since I've been on patrol in a really long time. So. You know, that is a gift. Something like that is very, very once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Super cool. Plus, I didn't go to the air show, so it was like,
Right.
that was awesome.
Neither of us went to the air show. I mean, everyone talks about me flying and stuff, but I didn't go to the air show. A lot of that had to do with timing, just of like.
Yeah.
The air show was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I don't know what it was on Friday, other than just maybe we both worked all day. So, and then on Saturday I worked. That's exactly what it was. The air show was during the daylight hours.
Oh yeah, because
We both
you
worked
couldn't
Friday,
get it from point A
Saturday.
to point B.
We both worked Friday.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
And we both worked Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday you didn't get home until like 7 or 8 in the morning, I think, maybe even later than that. And of course you wanted to sleep.
Yeah, you're not right for a couple days after doing overnight. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yes, I remember
Yeah.
these. No,
Yeah.
memorable moments. I mean, there were some sad ones. Like I lost my cousin,
Of
and
course,
lost my grandma.
That was very sad. Yeah.
You know, but like fun things, like us going on our first road trip to Virginia, like
That
for
was
softball.
a lot.
That was fun.
Easily makes my top 5.
That was fun.
That was I don't know. I
meet the
couldn't
ladies.
number my top 2021 moments, but that hands down for sure one of my favorite things was going to Virginia with you, and the weeks leading up to it where you're all nervous and you're like, look, it's not a vacation, okay? We're not going down there to have fun. Like we're sitting at the bar at Applebee's and you were like, it's
I
not.
was telling you what's up.
This is tournament play, okay? This isn't. We're not going down there to just like go have fun
This
or whatever.
isn't
And I'm like,
Gonic.
I like going to just watch you play. I don't
know.
care where
was
we
just
are.
like, listen, I'm giving you the lay of the land. You're a softball wife now. Like,
Yeah, that was the other thing, was that you were like, you'll see when we go to tournaments, all the other husbands are there. I don't think I met a single other husband at a game. I'm like, where are you?
No, you did.
One,
You met Kylie's husband Joe is at Gonic.
no one wants to come and support.
No, Kylie's husband Joe, he's there.
No. Down in Virginia
yeah,
that
yeah,
time.
no,
We went to those games. We went to those games.
Um,
I'm on the stands behind, keeping a sharp eye because I'm like, one day I'm gonna coach these girls.
I love you, but no.
No, probably not.
Yeah, but yeah.
I got my first solo in 2021.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Winning cutest couple was a lot of fun.
That was really fun.
Taking you snowmobiling for the first time. That was a lot of fun.
Send it.
That was easily still one of my favorite pictures of 2021 is your big giant smile when we stopped for gas after like half a mile of riding, the first half mile. But
when I knew I wasn't gonna die.
We both looked at like we were at the house in Rangeley and there's a snowbank across the street. And I was like, come here, come over here with me. Come walk out to the street with me. And you walked out and I was like, you see this snowbank? It's at like a really steep angle. So like you're going to want to be aggressive. Like
you have to tell me twice.
You want to be aggressive on the throttle.
Aggressive.
When you know, cuz you can't come across this slow. You want to be nice and aggressive when you come over this.
Let's go.
And then I went over it and then I looked back for you and you just hammered the throttle and you got more air than I ever have. You came flying over that and there's like snow cascading around you. I was like, of all the times.
I came off the seat.
Yes, you did.
I almost let go of the handle. I held on to the handlebars. I felt like I was at the Olympics.
And you're like, I'm good. Keep going.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
I'm an army girl.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
a soldier.
pretty awesome.
I'm a soldier. Just go. I was like, I'm not going to tell them that I'm completely scared to death right now. I'm just going to pretend like I'm fine. And then I fell, a couple times. And I think the fun...
got stuck a couple
I did,
times.
but I got stuck that time. Then we made all kinds of friends. And that was the best, remember? Because I got stuck at that one time.
You got stuck
and
one
it was
time.
like a dream, and all these guys from, like, Massachusetts came riding by. And then you made, like, new friends out of there.
Yes.
And, like, maybe even,
you got stuck that one time, and...
and I just looked like a little damsel. Hey, come help me.
And I came over and helped you, and then those guys were all like, "Hey, it's part of the fun is getting stuck." Which absolutely, I've always said that. If you, yeah.
Plus, I didn't get, I don't know. Like, I mean, I got kind of a good tutorial.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
A crash course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Crash course.
Think about flying a plane, and if somebody gave you the directions that you gave me and said send it.
I really loved it after I did my solo. Not to jump back to that real quick.
Oh, go for it. This is your show, baby. I'm just along for the ride.
I really loved it after I got my solo of the people that were messaging me that were like, oh, I've always wanted to fly. Like, they're talking to me as if I just went over to CHI one day and I was like, I want to rent a plane for an hour. And then I just jumped in and went up. Like, have you not been watching my Facebook page for the last year, over a year, and seen the thousands of dollars that I've invested to get to this point today?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, have you not seen any of that? Because that's not how this works. You don't just, it's not renting a car. You don't go to the fucking airplane place and show your driver's license and be like, so how do I use this? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go now.
Just put me in the plane.
Yeah.
It's like in the movies. It's like being a cop. Like, I get that all the time too. What do you have? Do you have to actually have to go to like a school? For that?
Right. I can just apply.
Like that movie. Let's just be cops.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just get some uniforms. We'll throw on some badges.
And
you could be a sergeant. You promoted yourself. Cool. Like,
they'll throw me in the car today, and I'll be on my way.
Pull over.
I'm gonna go pull people over.
Just write a fake. That would be awesome. And not have to do paperwork. That's my dream job. Like, some people are like, what do you want to do when you retire? I'm like,
do paperwork?
I want to play a cop on TV. I want to get paid what I should get paid. I want somebody to do my wardrobe. I don't want to have to do paperwork. I always want to get just the bad guy. And I always want to get the last word.
And you want to have
pay
it
me
all
hundreds
done
of thousands of dollars for it.
You want to have it all done in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be able to
and
live
all fans.
I like the Will Smith Bad Boys model of police work. I want to
remind me.
I want to live in a fucking penthouse apartment and drive a Ferrari.
There you go.
Yeah. And, if I were a single man, then have like all the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was a single girl, I'd wear this in Vegas.
Exactly. And you're not going to be.
No, that's why I figured, you know what? Tonight I'm going to wear like
she's
a
wearing
dress that's been in my closet for
the audio listeners
for quite a couple of years, because I always figured this would be my Vegas dress. And
for the audio listeners, if you want to just chime in on the, go and check out the Facebook video at some point. She is just, wow. Came downstairs tonight,
Thanks, babe.
and I was like, I was expecting the sweatpants and t-shirt that you were in earlier, and walk around the corner, and
Ooh, that's not a good angle.
yeah, don't do that too high. She's wearing these
Oh, I thought that thing covers.
gold stiletto heels.
Doesn't that cover the
Probably.
adulting?
Yeah, but the adulthood parts.
Well, let's get the. Okay, everyone. Cross my legs.
And what would you call this? Leopard print?
Oh yeah.
Leopard print silky dress.
Yeah.
Hair's done perfectly.
Yeah, my perfect African hair.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like
love it.
curly and
Yeah. Get the big
natural.
Hoop, the big hoop earrings on. And yeah, I'm a big fan of all of it.
This is why I shaved my armpits tonight
But, yeah.
too when I showered.
She was like, yeah, well, this is my Vegas dress, and since I'm not going to Vegas this year or whatever, and I was like, you're definitely never going to wear that dress in Vegas unless I'm standing right next to you the whole night.
That's the plan, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
I never even went to. Well, I went to Vegas once, but it was for softball, and we never went to like the club. So
Never went anywhere fun.
not that fun. Not
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at the pictures. I'm like, no, but I did see Wonder Woman wax figure or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll do Vegas, right? We'll go
One
back.
day, yeah.
Yeah. I was
Maybe
supposed to
next
go
year.
like I think last year, but COVID,
Right. Maybe next fall.
Maybe. We have a
Hopefully.
lot of adventures. We're going to.
We have so
we
many
have somewhere
adventures.
cool
Oh, yeah.
to go in
We have
March.
Somewhere very, very cool. One of my other Christmas gifts from my lovely mate,
That's me.
Tom Segura, I'm Coming Everywhere World Tour. Tom Segura is my favorite comedian. And I think I introduced you to Tom Segura. And
I was very fond of the Steven Seagal skit.
yeah, so I think that's where I introduced you to him. I was like, oh, you gotta. We were just like
Loved
sitting
it.
there one night, like eating. We were like sitting on the floor eating pizza and drinking beer, after a night of drinking beer, and
We like beer.
and I was like,
Side note.
oh, you gotta check out this thing, and I showed you Bert Kreischer's video that he does the Post Malone song.
Yep.
And you got a good laugh out of that, and then I was like, you gotta see, this guy is Tom Segura. You gotta see this. This is the response video to that. I showed you that.
Yeah, the little battle.
And then from that, I went to Tom Segura's latest Netflix special, and I started it halfway, so we still haven't seen the first half together. I started it halfway where he talks about the girl going to the Wu-Tang Clan concert.
Yeah, woo. Yeah.
And she blew 9 probably not small dicks. It's a great special. You should listen to it. You should watch it. If you haven't seen Tom Segura,
And here I am. Oh, the Steven Seagal skit is good. Yeah, but she blew like. Good job, honey.
Such a great special.
I can't wait.
The Steven Seagal. Oh, you're talking about. I was thinking the wrong Steven Seagal thing. Because in his dance video, he dressed like.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the Steven Seagal
You're talking
one where
about the
he's
Steven
like.
Seagal
Yes, becomes
as
a
a
cop.
police officer.
Yes.
Yes,
That was the best.
Yeah, you went to some training, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, you got to check out Tom Segura's little skit." And when you came home, I was like, "I think I can find that."
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna look it up without you.
Yeah,
Being your favorite comedian now.
Yeah, I brought it up.
I was psyched to get tickets to that though, because I got on. He's hard
Oh
to
my
get tickets
God,
for. So
yeah.
like when I first tried to get on, and there was like the first and second row, and I was like, oh my god. So I tried, and I didn't.
Great seats.
Yeah, well, I was like, I
Let's see.
just didn't have enough. I'm like, I could probably get them, but I would hate myself for it financially. And then I was like, I don't know if second row is too, like when you go see people live, like I don't want to be up their nose, And then I think we got fifth row.
Yeah. So let's see here.
Don't show them where. People
I-
stalk us.
No, they won't.
Yeah,
There's the stage,
yeah.
and then we're right over
I think
there.
we're the fifth row.
Yeah.
That's
we're
good
right
though.
over there.
Yeah. Because we can, And then the night before, like the Dropkick Murphys are playing at that same place.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old Al.
Yeah. Good old Al.
Yeah.
Shout out to Al. Love you, Al.
Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al gave me one of my favorite compliments ever.
Oh, honey, do tell.
Oh, good. I will. Okay, fine. I will. I ran into Al Barr from the Dropkick Murphys one day in downtown Portsmouth, and he was like just at one of the shops down there, And I walked in, and he already knew me from when I did Gun Shop Guys. And so we talked for a minute, and he said, like, you know, how's Rochelle or something like that. I said, oh, she's great. You know, things are great. You know, we have a great time together. And he said, you must be doing something right because I've never seen her so happy. And I was like, this is the guy who's known her. This is the guy who's known her forever. And to get, I don't know, to get that compliment, you know, those words, I don't know if it was a compliment or not, but to get those words from him, I was just like, I cannot wait. I texted you right away. As soon as I walked out of the store, I texted you. I was like, I cannot wait to talk to you tonight.
Yeah, he's the best. Good dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
To have known him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm very proud of him too. So I never really got to see him. Like, I don't know what happened. I think when I went in the army and stuff, or after growing up, like, so he was in the Bruisers, you know, around Portsmouth when like the Elvis Room was open and that crew, and then, you know, as you get older, like, I don't know, I wasn't really following that music anymore. Like, I was very much like hip hop and things like that, and then going away and coming home, and I had no idea how big they were. Like, and I'm a Red Sox fan and everything, and I still had no idea how big they were. And I just, you know, I remember somebody at work asking about, you know, like, they were asking somebody, trying to get in touch with somebody from the Dropkicks that lived in Boston, and for some charity event. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I know Al. Like, let me just call. They're like, you know Al. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. Like, we're friends. Like, I knew him as a friend. Like, I hadn't seen him perform since he was in the Bruisers, like when I was like 20 years old, you know? So I had no idea. So then it turned into this thing where I'd reach out to him, but he wasn't there. And his wife, Jess, is amazing. You know, they're just all, you know, just very solid people. And so he did get in touch with me when he got back to town, but he kind of said, like, hey, I know police officers all over the country, and like, you're the only one I really know in Portsmouth. And so I was like, well, why don't you come in, you know, for a tour? And I put out an email, and everyone was just in awe of him. It was just amazing, like, to bring him through the station, and just like people just fawning over him. And you know, they do so much, like, not just for law enforcement, just for people in general, like, just a super, you know, like, I can't say amazing enough. Like, they're just solid, and, you know, and just worldwide. Like, it's one thing, like, when you're in America and, you know, like, you have fans in America. It's another thing when you can't walk through, like, Europe and be stopped. And, you know, and just his energy. So he's probably, you know, without saying, like, his age, like, I think he's about, like, he's a little bit older than me. But, you know, like, he would give, like, you know, tickets to, like, some of the officers, and, you know, and like a bunch of them were trying to get like his personal number, and I'm just kind of like the gatekeeper. Like, I'm like, do you want this guy to have your number or not? Like, you know, maybe I'll do security for him someday, or
yeah, there you go.
You know, something like that.
There's
But but I remember one day he was finally like, hey, like, do you want to come see us? Like, you've never come see it. And I was like, oh my God. So I went to House of Blues, and he was on stage, and I was just, oh my God, like, he was jumping around like he was 20. Like, it's just, like, you know, like, it was amazing. Chuck Taylor's, and just like, boom, 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 like, you know, I was blown away. I'm like, that is my friend down there. I've never even seen, like, this whole world that I just never have seen him in. And so it's very cool that he said that to you, and that he sees that, you know.
Very cool. That was, yeah, it was an awesome thing for me. And I mean, I get that all the time, of like, well, maybe not that specifically all the time, but I get all the time. I get tonight it happened where I was at the store, and somebody was like, I know you through Facebook.
I think one of the funniest stories, though, was like one of the guys at work came up to me, and he said, like, I was in the lunchroom or whatever, like, getting something out of the fridge, and he comes up to me and he's like, hey, like, so I just stopped Al Bar, and like, I guess you know him. And I go, okay, so did you give him a ticket? And he's like, no. He's like, but, so, like, I'm a really big fan, and I wanted to ask for his autograph, but I didn't think it was appropriate. I'm like, let me get this right. Did Albar drop my name? I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, Mr. Celebrity dropped my name? I was like, dude, I'll see what I can do. Like, it was the cutest moment ever, just to see, like, this big, like, cop melt, you know? Like, hey, you know, I just thought it would be weird. I'm like, you stopped him. Like, you have him in custody. Like, you know?
Yeah, why not?
But I thought it was adorable. It's just so cute to see starstruck. You know, it's just something I'm not used to. Like, you know, like, hey, I'm like, he dropped my, damn, okay, cool. Like, I'm somebody. Okay, thanks, Al. You know? But just great. I'd do anything for him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't break the law for him, but he's a great guy.
Uh-huh.
Not just friends. Great friends for
Yeah.
a long time. What else do we got here?
A lot.
Okay, so rings that mirror. I got that.
Here, can you entertain the people while I make us more Bombay
Oh my gosh!
sapphire
No
things?
way! Why don't you entertain the people and I'll do that? It's your show.
Okay.
Let
Do
me
you
get
know how
up
to
and
do it?
let me get up and serve you, sir.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
give you something. You look healthy. You look healthy. I think
thank
we're
you.
talking.
I appreciate that.
That's one of the topics.
I know it is.
You look healthy. Have you lost weight? Because you look healthy. You don't look skinny. You don't look. Da-da-da.
Her and I are in agreement here. So when I say we've gone back and forth about this, I don't mean like she has one opinion and I have another. Like, I think it started.
Can you concentrate? I'm
It's.
walking around in this dress.
I know it's very hard to concentrate with you in
I
that
told
dress.
you that when you start losing weight, people are gonna make skinny comments.
But it's not even that. So like before I started going to the gym, before I started losing weight, there's you
Right.
looking like you look, and there's me looking how I looked, and
This is your opinion.
and and what it seemed like, well, maybe not from a lot of people, maybe even just one person. Well, no, on your end there was a lot of people, but they were like, "Oh my God, you're so skinny. How do you stay like that? How do you, what's your secret?" And you still get that, obviously. On my end, from at least one person, I got, "You need to lose weight. You're putting on some pounds there.
Oh.
You need to drop some pounds there. Oh, you're looking a little heavy these days."
Well, that's somebody close to you.
Mm,
Not like a total stranger that walked by.
right, that's true. Yeah. But I mean, there's two different. Yeah.
But still, like, that's
For the
not
mo-
the way you say it.
For the most part, a stranger walking by isn't going to be like, "Dude, you've put on some pounds." Or,
That's true. Or coworkers.
yeah, but a stranger walking by will, especially like if you're at like Applebee's and you're pounding down some nachos or something like that, a stranger will
Why
definitely.
you gotta bring the nachos into this?
That was a very generic appetizer that a lot of people eat.
Okay. Also my favorite.
If you're at Applebee's and you're pounding down some cheese bites, then strangers will be like, "Oh my God, you're so skinny. How do you stay like that?"
I haven't eaten 3 days.
So we were talking about like just generalizations there of maybe instead saying you look healthy.
You look fit?
You look fit. Yeah, that's a good one. You look well. That's another good one, I think.
Yeah, keep trying on this because I have some things to say.
Okay, I'm going to. Everyone's body is literally different. So, like, I don't know. I'm looking at the fucking TV screen right now, and I see these, they're like 14-year-old Asians of some sort that are very skinny, dancing around and stuff, and I don't look at them and think,
Wish I looked like them.
yeah, I definitely don't think that.
Oh, no, I mean, like, skinny, like, I don't want to...
I wouldn't want to be that skinny, but I mean, that's just how they're built. That's just how they're made.
Right. That's their body type.
Yeah, that's just their body type.
Well, one of the things that's very frustrating to me
Thank you, mate.
is... You're welcome, babe. Is, so, like, my story is, like, I think, like, because we talked about, like, what is BMI and stuff like that. Like, I never, when I was in the Army, was, like, the first time I think I ever even thought about my weight. And that was because I'm pretty sure they made me shorter than I was.
Yeah.
Because I've always been 5'8".
Yeah.
Now I'm, like, 5'7"3/4" or something.
Yeah.
But, and at the time, I think I was about, like, 145, 140, something like, something like that. And because they pushed me down to 5'7", it made me overweight in their category.
Mm-hmm.
Which in my life, like, I never felt like I was overweight or whatever. I never considered even thinking about weight, but that made me weight conscious. So anyway, like, but BMI or whatever, like, I mean, I had to get taped and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, we talked about that. That makes you, like, psychologically very, like, self-conscious, But then when I got out of the Army and then when I went to the police academy, like all you could do was work out, really, because at the time the police academies changed. But for people that don't know, at the time, like it was, it's regimented. Like you go to bed at a certain time, you get up at a certain time. You cannot snack in between meals. Like you can only have 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing else to do entertainment wise. Like you can't go watch TV. You can't use the phone. Like you can't.
When both of us were there, you couldn't. Smartphones weren't a thing. But you couldn't even. I had a flip phone back then.
Right.
I couldn't bring it inside with me.
Right. So
and it was locked in the car for a week because it still is a residence, right? Like you're there Monday through Friday.
Right.
So you go in on Monday and you have to leave your tobacco, your cell phone, your iPod, your computer, like all that shit stays behind at the police academy in New Hampshire. There's many states that's different and it varies state to state, but
I'm pretty sure you couldn't have headphones either at the time. I don't remember having headphones.
I couldn't have headphones.
Right.
I had an iPod.
Right. Well, that was different than when I went in.
No. I did. I had an iPod, and they did like a health and welfare inspection one day.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
And they were like, "Is there anything we're gonna find in there?" And I said, "My iPod's in there. I don't have headphones."
What does this have to do with working out? My working out story.
I don't know. You brought up.
You went on a train. No. So, no. This has to do with the working out.
Okay.
So there's an indoor track.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's an indoor track, and
we couldn't even use that. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So at the time, like we could go up and run when we wanted to.
We couldn't.
Right. So my point is, you're on a regimented schedule. You're on a regimented sleep schedule. You're on a regimented diet. Like you don't have any of these other enticements, and all you can do is work out. And when I went through, they were doing plyometrics. So you would do a different workout all the time. So it kept your body like in shock. You know what I mean? So it's like your body was always doing something different where you didn't get plateaued. So I ended up losing like 15 pounds that I probably didn't need to lose.
Probably not.
Right. So since the academy, like I've been like that weight consistently since 2003. And that's when I went in the academy. So every so often, like people will come up to me and be like, "Did you lose weight? Did you lose weight?" And my pet peeve with this is, if you ask somebody how they stay in shape, then listen to the response. Don't cut them off halfway through. So if I say like, well, I do weights 3 times a week and I do cardio 3 times a week, or like, how can you eat that? Well, I'm eating like 3 bags of Cheetos because that's probably all I'm going to fucking eat today.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm probably going to go out on a call, or I'm going to do A, B, and C, or tonight that's like my one meal until I eat, and that's 300 calories. I know that I can eat, because I made a bad decision today, but I don't eat like that all the time.
Right.
But if I'm going to tell you, like, if you're going to ask me, how do I stay in shape? And then I'm going to tell you my regimen, don't cut me off halfway through and be like, oh, you're just one of the lucky ones. Because that's very frustrating, and it's demeaning to somebody that it's not easy to maintain. Like, I'm 45 years old. Like, I've been the same consistent within 5 pounds of weight, since the academy when I was 23. Like, it's not easy. My sister is in way better shape than me. But, it's like you figure it out. But when people cut you off, or like you said, you have to have healthy comparisons.
Yes.
A 65-year-old woman should not be, like, frustrated that she doesn't look like me.
Right.
Unless she worked on it since she was in her 40s, like, for the last 20 years. Like, and even then, like, that's not healthy. So don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't set yourself up for failure to not be happy, and be nice to your body. Like, if there's times when I really need to push my body to do something, then I push my body to do something, and I'm
sometimes to the limit.
Yeah, and then I tell it like, hey man, thanks. Like, we're gonna rest for 2 days. Like, or with you, like when you start working out, and now it's like, oh, look at you, wow, you lost 50 pounds. That's so easy. Like, whatever.
Well, yeah, like the first.
That's my soapbox, but go ahead.
Okay.
So anyway, be nice to yourself, healthy comparisons, and.
So I lost 50 pounds since June, and 10 pounds at a time they came off real quick.
Right.
10 pounds at a time, they were just like gone. It was 10 pounds a month right up until like November, I think. And now I'm down, I go between like 230, 235, but I'm happy.
Right.
Like, originally I was like, I want to get to 250. You asked me what I want to get to, I said 250. That's where I've been for a long time. That's where I got out of. I was up to 280. I was like, I want to get to 250. And then I got to 250 so easily that I was like, let's see about 240. And then I got to 240. And then it was a little bit of a fight to get to 230 and eventually got to 228. And I'm happy with 230. But the biggest difference is, I just saw something flash across the screen too. Well, we're still live.
All right.
We're still going.
We're going.
Hi.
Hi.
Give me a kiss.
Hi. Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. More.
You look amazing.
Thank you. So do you.
Incredible.
I like the white t-shirt. I like that.
I know. I should have grabbed it. Shit, if I didn't know you were going to wear this, I'd have grabbed my black tank top.
Honey, I'd be surprising you.
Yeah, big time. But I'm happy at where I'm at now.
Right.
And I'm definitely happy with, like, working on, like, just kind of fine-tuning everything now. Now that well, maybe not all, but a lot of the fat is gone, and you never, ever were like, babe, you put on a lot of weight. You never, I don't remember, I don't even think I know, I don't think that I know what I weighed when we met. I might have weighed 260, 265.
I told you when I put on weight, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like,
Yeah.
like, for me, that was like, I guess I'll just talk about it, but like, I'm usually around 126. That's where I feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I like being there. And then anything over like 130 now doesn't feel comfortable to me anymore. Like, so, and plus I wear uniforms. So it's like, I like to try and stay within 5 pounds. And if I get beyond that, I don't want to get beyond that because it's a lot of work to get back under, but also we like to live.
Yeah.
So it's like,
we do.
we could not drink alcohol. We could do all these things that we know we need to do. Or like you were messing around with your diet, when you weren't getting to a place that you wanted to. And then we had healthy conversations too, where I told you it can get very addictive losing weight, where it's like, oh, how far can I go now? And, well, I lost this
And
much. Well, now I want to.
Crazy.
Right. And like I
calorie
told you,
counting.
and I was like, please, do not get on the scale every day. That's not fair mentally to
I
yourself.
didn't do that.
Yeah. And so, but it's like, like once a week if you want to check in, because there's water, there's all these factors, there's stress, there's not enough sleep. Like, I mean,
Not enough sleep is a big one.
yeah, and then also like, okay, you could be super healthy and your weight doesn't matter. Like there's people that are like technically overweight. Like my mom is, like if you go, like if she went to the doctor, they might say she's overweight. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And she's also like, there's people that can be overweight and can be, and when I say overweight, like, I mean, like, just so people out there understand, I mean, by society standards, right? Like by the guidelines of, like BMI or whatever, whether you agree with them or you don't, like we have our own philosophy on that stuff.
Yes, we do.
However you feel, if you feel healthy, great, because there's people that can be like 300 pounds or whatever. And there's people that can be overweight and be more healthy than people that are at their goal weight or skinny,
Right.
because of how they treat their body and their nutrients and everything. So I don't care, like, I don't know, I just think people should look however they want to look. You went and set a goal and you crushed it, but it's a lifelong process. Like working out is like brushing your teeth. You have to get up every day and do it.
Yes, exactly.
And then you have your days, you give your body rest, you listen to your body. Like if your knees start hurting, then do something else.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I certainly noticed a lot of differences of like certain pains by losing that weight, and I love to go to the gym and pick up a 50
And you can't drink
pound-
as much as you used to sometimes.
No, I can't.
Or you treat your body really well and then you overdo it, but trying to eat like some candy and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Somebody had a little candy overdose.
Yeah, a little sugar, little sugar high last
Little sugar
week.
OD.
Little sugar OD last week.
Left me having to watch goddamn
Whoops.
Downton Abbey. Sorry.
Whoops.
I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah, it's
Downton Abbey on PBS by
I'll
myself.
tell you what
Christmas
though,
night.
I slept pretty good for 3 hours.
Oh, I know you did.
I couldn't believe I was out for 3 hours like that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm glad that I got up. And
I'm glad you're okay.
I
didn't know
love
if
you the way that you care about me so much. I mean, you were so worried about me. Like, I texted you and I was like, I need to lay down. I just gotta lay down, and you came in every 20 minutes for the first hour and woke me up. And my only thought was like, I literally told her I need to lay down, and she keeps coming to wake me up. Not taking into consideration your point of view of being like, is he okay? Is he still breathing? Because I've never talked about it on the show or at all outside of this house that I passed out a few months ago. Like, we were sitting here, right here on this couch, and I was like, we were watching a movie, and I was like, I need a minute, and I got up, and I went to the bathroom around the corner here, and I was like,
I heard a thud.
I was at the bathroom door, holding onto the door jamb, and I looked down and saw my leg shaking, and you were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't think so." And the next thing I remember is waking up on the floor, and you on the phone with dispatch. So,
Yeah.
and you and you know.
No, and I was in here, and all I heard was you going there, and then I heard a thud. It sounded like something hit the washer. I'm like, you just hit your head, and then,
Yeah.
you woke up. You're like, I'm fine. I'm like, no, because you lost consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I guess
going
I was
to
out
let
for
you.
about a minute.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not letting you
And
go
I
to
told
bed
you,
like
I was
that.
like, get off the phone. Don't do that. And you were like, if they get here and you want to tell them no, then fine, but they're coming.
That sounds just like me.
And I was like, in my head, I was like,
Mama's in cop mode.
in my head, I was like, this is an argument I'm not even going to entertain because
I'm not playing that game.
I know I'm not winning.
No, I love you. I don't
There's
want anything
literally
to
no
happen to you.
sense. And then, you were so concerned about me, and I love you.
Yeah, and then you got to meet all my Red brothers.
Yeah, the guys
all my
from the fire
firefighter
department.
brothers. Yeah.
I was like, great. They're gonna go back to the station and tell everyone what a pussy Rochelle's boyfriend is.
No, they love you. Yep.
But then so last week I'm like, I just need to lay down, and then you kept, again, not taking into consideration your point of view. I'm like, I told her I need to lay down. She keeps coming and waking me up. But obviously you want to make sure that I'm okay. Mm-hmm. And like you came in, you gave me a wet cloth, and you gave me some Alka-Seltzer. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that leads me to a topic.
Uh-huh.
I wrote down was
okay.
Hangover cures. What's your hangover cure?
Mostly sleep.
Oh God.
I like sleep.
You don't do like greasy meals or?
If I get fucked up, especially on bourbon, like the night before, the next day I definitely want to sleep for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then, I guess. Well, I guess to define greasy food, like I like going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting
Yeah, well, usually like some people will be like they want to go and listen to me. I'm like.
That's okay. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Greasy foods sometimes is a hangover cure, but I like my go-to is Alka-Seltzer Cold Plus or like the Walmart generic version. It just helps like with your stomach and with your headaches and all that good stuff. What happened?
I don't know. I'm just trying things. Now I'm just trying things.
But I mean, like if you have a headache or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you take?
Advil. I like Advil. I recently had a tooth issue that I was taking 4 Advil and 4 Tylenol all at once, which doesn't sound like a good idea. But that was what was recommended. Oh no.
We're still there.
Okay, good. We're still there.
Sometimes you can't tell if we're still on or not.
That was what was recommended. Was 4 Advil, 4 Well, it just said Advil.
Yeah, kind of like your own.
It didn't say how many to take.
It's like your own oxy, non-addictive oxy.
Yes, and that's exactly
what it said. That's gonna give you some of Rena's cat tranquilizers.
Last year, 2020, I had a damaged shoulder, and the VA gave me some of that muscle relaxer.
Yeah.
Thought about taking some of that, but I was like, I don't think there's any muscles in that tooth. This is just going to put me to sleep.
They gave me something similar when I had my root, and I was like, I don't want that. I want Advil. I don't want any of that stuff. Get addicted, and it's going to be on.
I feel pretty confident in myself that I wouldn't get addicted.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't think I want to try it.
You like avoiding the pain stuff.
I don't like.
You like avoiding the.
I avoid emotional pain.
I think. Oh.
And there's no drug for that yet.
Oh. There's cures for that.
Yeah, they're called Rochelle.
Oh.
Smooth operator.
Yeah, baby.
I think I just found my show title.
Oh, Jesus
Smooth
Christ.
operator.
Oh, God. I was going to say the cure, like the origin. You like to avoid the origin of the pain.
Yeah, I do like to avoid.
Like, well, that was supposed to be a root canal, and I didn't get it. And I'm like, okay, it's not even at root canal point anymore. They're just gonna pull that fucker out. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, But but it's all right. Oh yeah. All right. What else we got?
What else
Where
is
do we
on
go?
there?
'Cause we want to make sure we got stuff done before the ball drops. Ooh, talking on the phone in the bathroom.
Anything over 2 just goes through your liver and out. Using 2 different types is good. Well,
Anything over 2, so
I was
I
taking
get it.
4
Yeah,
Advil
yeah.
and 4 Tylenol. And I'll tell you what, I tried exactly what my uncle is talking about.
Yeah.
I tried taking 2 Advil and 2 Tylenol, thinking, because normally if I have pain, like especially back pain,
Right.
I'll take 4 Advil because that's what it recommends is 4 Advil. Or at least for my, I don't know, maybe for my weight and height, that's what it recommends. I don't know. I don't remember how I came up with 4, but I did. Not by my own brain.
Yeah.
And so I did do what you're saying. I took 2 Advil, 2 Tylenol, thinking that equals 4. I'll be fine. It didn't help at all. When I did 4 Advil and 4 Tylenol, helped a boatload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And the Orogel is...
I think that Alka-Seltzer helped you the other night because you popped out of bed at friggin'...
It did. An hour later.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I felt fine. And I got up and you were like, you're done drinking. And I was like, I can still have some beers.
Oh,
and
no,
you were
no.
like, no. You were so angry with me.
Why was I angry?
Well, not angry, but you were...
Why was I frustrated?
Because you were worried about me.
No, tell the rest of the story.
I don't know.
Because I made Christmas dinner and you slept through it?
Oh, yeah.
I made
that.
a baked
Yeah.
ham. I made homemade
you made
mashed
an
potatoes.
incredible dinner.
I made green bean casserole.
Yeah, you made an incredible
I made a
dinner.
salad.
Yeah, and we were going to eat at the dinner table.
We were going to eat at the dinner table.
You were going to wear that dress.
I was not going to wear this dress.
No.
Maybe I should have put those dress
Maybe
on.
you
Your
should
ass
have
would
wore
have got
that
out of bed. Goddamn. That was all my fault. I take it back.
All right, what were you going to say?
Talking on the phone in the bathroom. That's you.
Yeah, so there's a guy at my gym, and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I see the strangest things at my gym.
I love it. You'll
talked
see
about-
more after January 1st.
I talked about showing my ass to a particular guy. Just because.
Love you. Love you. You're my hero.
I talked about the did I talk about the drunk guy on the show? I don't know if I did.
It just goes through. And what did I say? That's why you lock your locker.
I talked about the treadmill skipper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that liar face.
Yeah, that guy. But this guy, I don't even know if I should call him a guy. He's a kid. He looks like he's probably about 19, 20 years old. And
I hate him.
He comes into the gym.
I hate him.
As soon as he walks in the
kidding,
door,
I don't
and it's
know.
like 7 a.m. He'll walk in the door on the phone with someone. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a buddy. Maybe it's a girlfriend. I hope it's not a girlfriend. But he'll walk in on the phone. He'll walk all the way to the locker room talking on the phone. He'll be at the locker talking on the phone. Then he'll go out onto the gym floor and be working out on the phone. And then mid-workout, he'll come back to the locker room and take a shit on the phone. I'll be at my locker trying to get dressed for the day.
How do you know he's taking a shit?
He's in the stall.
Can you hear it plopping?
He's in the stall.
I know,
There's
but
only
can you
one
hear
thing
it?
men do in the stall.
They sit on the phone and talk so they can have privacy.
No.
Have you heard the plop?
There's no privacy.
Have you heard the plop?
No,
Do
I
you
have
hear
not.
any straining?
To answer the phone, to answer the question for the millionth time, or you know.
Then how do you know? You gotta hear a plop.
Because there's only one reason that a guy goes into a stall.
to talk on the phone.
No, because he's been doing it since he walked in the door. He doesn't need to. And there's no privacy.
Huh.
There's no yeah, I'm also a detective, in case you didn't know.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Let's reel that in. Oh, hells no.
Don't you know how easy it is?
Oh,
to go
hells no.
detective?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Passionate discussion number 3 for the year.
Nuh-uh.
Let's get that in the next
Nuh-uh.
hour.
No more passionate discussions for 2021. We're out. We've used our
Yeah, I
allotment.
started them all, apparently.
Yeah, you started all of them.
Oh.
Luckily, I kept a cool head throughout all of them. Luckily, I kept a cool head throughout all of our passionate
get it.
discussions.
You are going to... And by it, I mean something.
You're going to get passionately discussed.
Yeah, you're so fun.
So are you.
What did happen last time? Did I tell you to take your pants off? I don't know. I feel like
Not
something like
what
that
you mean,
happened.
like last year.
No, the last time there was like a passionate discussion, I feel like there was a good way that I
There was
something amazing.
you know, they're so few and far between that sometimes it's hard to. I think the last time, maybe the last.
I feel like somebody showed their junk.
No, the last one that I remember was you coming into the bedroom and being like, "I just want you to sit on the couch with me," and me being like,
Yeah.
"If I come sit on the couch with you, is that gonna end this right now? Can we skip to the end?"
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not eating.
And then I came and sat on the couch, and then you continued, and I was like, "Have you ever considered that maybe I'm the one that just needs a hug?"
Oh, wow. I remember that reverse psychology moment. Jesus H.
And you were like, the thing that you do. I
Why
love
do
it.
you use my words against me? Fine. I shall hug you.
Yeah, and then I had to stand up. I still had to stand up and
That was
give you hug.
you know what? I feel like anybody would have fought that night. Or
Yeah.
had a passion. I mean, that was like the night where like your car didn't start.
Oh, that's
and
what it was. Yeah, you're exactly
raining,
right. Yeah, we had
And I
a
went and
million
got the
stressors
pizza,
leading up to it.
and then I came home,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What have you been doing while
We
you've
had-
been home before I got home?"
We had a
Like,
bunch of stressors.
If I had come
leading
home
up
first,
to
I
it.
would have had the world done.
No, we had maybe not that extent, but we had a bunch of stressors leading up to it. I called in pizza, then I went out to my truck and it wouldn't start. The battery was dead,
It was raining.
and then AAA was going to take 2 hours to get there.
I came and sat with you.
and then AAA ended up taking 3 hours to
Right.
get there, and then you came and sat with me.
We
for
watched
the
movie
last
trailers.
hour and a half, and we watched movie trailers.
Yeah.
And then you had pizza in the car, just sitting there getting colder by the minute. And you brought me hummus chips and everything.
Yeah, I bought you a snack.
And then you were
No, I
like,
bought you a snack, and then I said, I'll go get the pizza and meet you at home.
"No,
I
you
didn't
picked up the pizza before coming to meet me. You did. You 100% did.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you picked up the pizza before coming to meet me." And then the only thing that you did on the way home that was different from me was you stopped
Did I
to
go
get
to
gas.
Hannaford's?
You stopped to get gas. Excuse me. Yeah, you stopped to get gas, and then when you got here,
It's so weird when sometimes like you're the guy with the
I
memory
know,
issue,
right?
but you have the memory.
well, it all
good
comes
one.
flooding back to me in these moments
Because you have to be right.
because no.
Oh, no. You almost said yes. You almost said,
No.
oh, I almost got you.
No. Just because I am right doesn't mean I have to be right.
For people not watching Facebook, my facial expression is amazing right now. If my face could say F you, it is.
Yeah, but you came here. I got home 3 minutes ahead of you, and you were like, "Why didn't you make salad? Why didn't you feed the cats? Why didn't you do the litter box?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Why don't you, like, make it morning?
"Never mind. I'm gonna go to bed." And then I went upstairs, and then you were very angry with me for leaving the conversation, which was not right in your defense. Not that you needed defense.
Yeah, you all talked to me about abandoning
It was not.
fights.
Yeah,
Like, you're like,
it wasn't.
I feel like
It
you're just,
wasn't
like,
right for me to.
You abandoned me when you stopped talking to me and you
Yeah.
just left.
No, that wasn't right of me to do. To just be like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Just caca.
Yeah, I not and you know what? That was just
You
a
figure
fucking,
it out.
That was probably just a show, anyways. Just because, as if I could have fucking slept. I'd have been upstairs, just like laying there,
You're like, when is she coming to stab me?
stewing and.
When is she coming in to
angry.
go, and one more thing. And one more thing. Okay, I'm done. And one more thing. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. My feet come up the stairs. It's like, oh, here we go.
Well,
Or down the stairs. Dun, dun, dun.
At least
And you know what
then-
else? And you know what else? And one more thing.
at least then I kind of see it coming versus last night
Oh,
where I was in the bedroom. There was no passionate discussion, but I was in the bedroom and you were like sitting on the stairs I was naked in the bedroom and I went to go shut the door and me and Rena are both looking at the door like, what's going on here? And you were like on the floor looking through the little crack in the door.
That is, oh my God, all of a sudden I was like, what fight do we have that
No, there's
I was
no
just
fight.
being a pervert.
You were just looking through the door. Looking through the crack in the door. And I was like, Rena, why are you standing over there?
Tell the whole story. Donnie was naked.
I was naked.
And
Yeah.
I was being a pervert.
I was nude.
So I wanted to stay up and watch
I was standing there
Witcher,
looking
my
like
show.
I was standing there looking like Jason Momoa.
Aquaman.
My hair was down.
You
and
look like
everything.
Aquaman. The nice.
Wait a minute. She pulled up in her car, and you didn't just I didn't have jumper cables. Yeah,
I had jumper cables actually, but he didn't want to use them.
I wanted to use AAA because I thought, they're going to be here in like 15 minutes.
Of course, I have jumper cables. I have everything.
course you do.
Uncle
You really
Robert,
do.
I have everything.
She really does. She's MacGyver
Yeah.
in a half.
It's like, what do you need?
form.
Filet mignon and whatever. I got it. I'm sure I have some in my. But let me just check my trunk.
Yeah. Did you bring the steak? I can chop it
You know
up.
what? I probably have something I can go kill an animal with.
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
you. Don't worry about it. Somewhere, somehow.
Mm.
But yeah, I was peeping on you.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. We do funny things.
Yeah, we do lots of funny
Yeah,
things.
you get to saw some of my dance moves earlier.
Yes, I did. I saw some of your dance moves earlier, and I saw them last Christmas Eve.
With the Santa hat,
Yeah.
and you're just
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were like, "Babe, where's my Santa hat?" And I turned around like an outfielder.
you're my man. Yeah.
like a star outfielder.
Yeah, we have like a townhouse, and so he was downstairs, and I'm upstairs, and you come out the bathroom upstairs, and you're right at the stairs.
Yep.
And so, I had some music going in the bathroom when I was showering, and I was dancing, and I'm like, throw me up my Santa hat, and that's all I had on, and I showed him some amazing dance moves.
You did.
You know? Yeah,
Yeah.
you were surprised. I got
I
moves.
was, yeah.
I'm like, this is me at the club if
Yeah.
I had clothes on.
Oh, you better have clothes on. And I
Because
better
you know what?
also
Run
be
DMC
right
came
there.
on. I know exactly what it was. It was Run
Yeah,
DMC
Run
came on.
DMC Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And I was so happy because I hadn't heard it all year. Christmas in Hollis. In Hollis. Going to Hollis. It made me so happy. All right. What was that? All right. We done with that?
What else is up? What else?
Oh my God. You know what we had? I think it's
I'm glad you
past.
keep a list.
I do. And I
have a
I take it
tab.
off the phone because
I have a tab on the computer, but
one was joint.
what I do,
I like that
what
one.
I do is I have a running document of what my podcast topics are going to be, and then tonight I sent her a list of those topics because basically every time that we have
Right.
conversations at night,
I'm like, put that on the list.
she's like, put that on the list, put
Yeah.
that on the list. So
Yeah.
like this episode is like 3, 4, 5 months in the making.
Right.
Several months in the making, you
Right.
might say.
Several
months in the making.
Several
months. And
Way better.
so what else?
This
I sent
fits.
her. I
This
took a
actually
screenshot
fits.
of
There's
that
no bra
list.
underneath.
I took a screenshot of that list and sent it to her, and then she writes it down on a notepad.
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause I like to be able to just
yeah.
like reference and look over.
yeah.
You know, I'm like one of those people that be like crossing stuff out. I'm a secretary. Ooh. But the friggin' phone bathroom thing. Remember I called you because I was at Target and you talked about that being your pet peeve, and so I go into Target and sure as shit, like homegirl is on her phone in the bathroom in stall, like talking to whoever. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, and then flush the toilet. Like while
Yeah,
she's
well,
on
that's
the
what
phone.
this kid does. That's what this kid at the gym
My
does.
goodness. I'm like, you only do that. Like, I do have my sister maybe, like, in the bathroom, and I'm like, hey, I'm peeing right now. Do you want to stop the
I might
conversation?
do it at a home
Or
bathroom.
I think we would do that with each other.
yeah,
but not in public.
At
Like,
a
I wouldn't
home
even walk
bathroom.
in the fucking bathroom on my phone, like, in a public bathroom.
No.
You know?
I have been in a bathroom.
These are nice and going down really smoothly.
I have been in a bathroom while working, and you've called me on Messenger. I've been like, I'll wait until I get outside. I'm not answering
wanna hear you
this in the bathroom.
We're there.
No. No, we're not.
We fart in front of each other.
First of all, no, we're not. Second of all, no, we're not.
We fart in front of each other.
We do fart. Yeah. Technically, I
It
started
was so
it.
hard for you to say that!
We do.
You were like,
We do.
we,
Yeah, it feels weird in my mouth.
we. In front of each other.
They don't sound anything like that. You know, it's an
you really
unfair.
accentuate. You
It's an
accentuate.
unfair-
Accentuate. How do you say it?
I think you're on the right
Accentuate.
track.
Accentuate it. Really put your little body into
It's
it.
an
kind of thing.
unfair thing because yours are
It's
like
one of the funniest.
cute and dainty,
No, they're not.
and they don't smell.
Disgusting. Yours are
They
wet.
don't smell. And mine are like loud and angry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like let me out of this prison.
And you have to get out of bed and go get the air freshener from the
That
bathroom.
was one night. So my sister talked about that, about like how, remember we talked about it and we're like, you know, like we would never want to sleep outside of each other, and even
Right.
if we're mad and stuff like that. Like I totally get like people
We
going,
have probably
don't go to bed angry.
I bet on two hands I could
Right.
count the amount of times that I've slept on this couch.
Right.
And only about two of them. I don't even think two of them are because one of us is mad at the other.
No. I did it one time too because I just couldn't sleep.
I think that
I
you.
think,
I
yeah,
think
I
the
don't- we
only
weren't
time.
mad.
I don't think we've ever slept out of bed
No.
mad.
But that night, like I couldn't sleep. What else was going on? Stinkiness.
I fell asleep on the couch one night during a passionate discussion.
Mm-hmm. That could get you.
No, I ended up waking up and going to bed.
Yeah.
And that was it.
You tried to go sleep in your truck one night, and I came and knocked on
Oh
it.
yeah, you came and found me.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go far.
One
I went
night.
like
Yeah,
I
I
went
was
like
like this.
400 feet away. Yeah.
That's me knocking on the glass.
I went like 400 feet away.
Come home. Go home. Go home right now.
And once again, as per usual, that was just,
I'm like, go home. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna say a word. Just go home.
as per usual, it was like a nothing stupid fight, passionate
I
discussion.
think that's where we are because we
Yeah.
have like the big shit is
the big
like
shit's
under
pretty much
control.
out of the way. Yeah.
You know, so it's gonna be the little things.
Yeah, little things.
It's
Once
gonna
in
be
a
like,
great
go
while.
check the pill back because I'm probably premenstrual and I'm not realizing it.
I don't need to do that anymore because I have the sex calendar,
Oh yeah,
so I can look at it.
yeah.
I look at the sex calendar and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. All right.
Yeah, I have that on there. And it's funny because, like, for women, I don't know how everybody's. I know I'm not as bad as, like, some people because you've told me. But they're, like, you feel like you're in this warped reality. And it's like, it's the end of the world. Like, everything is wrong. Everything they do is wrong. Like, I don't know why I'm here. Like, this is just all wrong and everything. And we're going to break up because, like, somebody didn't go get cereal and it's fucking awful. And it's real. It's very real. And then part of you is going, this isn't, like, why?
This doesn't make any sense.
This isn't real. Like, everything was just fine yesterday. Do you really think, like, everything's just...
I go through that too, though. So
Well, I
maybe
think there's
premenstrual.
menstruation.
I think that might be a real thing because probably once a month.
But you got to get talked down. I think we're on the same cycle, to be
we
honest.
probably are
'Cause,
actually.
Yeah,
because
you get
the last few
kind
days,
of like, you get needy and sensitive. Not needy as in a
Definitely.
bad way, but you're
Yeah.
like...
I need more physical attention.
And it comes at a terrible time because
Yeah.
it's at the time where I'm like, I want to
you
fly.
don't want the physical attention.
I want my space.
Like, so you were listening to a song earlier while you were in the shower. I can't remember the name of the artist or the song, but it's a breakup song. It's like
No, not the one I was listening to.
you were totally listening to a breakup song. Can't turn a wife into a hoe. Can't make a wife can't make a wife.
Was
out
it a
of
hip hop song? That I
It's a
probably wasn't
hip-hop
paying-
song.
Oh, I was thinking of the
It's a
country song.
hip hop song. It's
Oh.
can't make a.
I wasn't even trying to listen to
there
that.
you go. Oh, can't make a wife.
See,
out
I
of
don't
a
pay
hoe.
attention to that
Oh.
stuff. You know what that was?
So
that
that's
was
like
my
a breakup song.
That was my New Year's playlist because I had the 90s on, and I don't
so
even know.
so like that's on my breakup
Oh.
playlist. Well, like
You have a breakup for me?
I don't know if it's actually called breakup playlist. It might just be called sad. It's a playlist though.
Is it for me? For me?
It's just a like
In
it's
case- oh.
literally a.
I'm not having
I
a
think
bad day.
I think that she might be done with me.
Oh my god! Get rid of
And
that!
I
No!
I gotta prepare myself.
Oh my god!
I,
You know why? I know why.
We're on the same cycle.
Well, no. You know why? Because we're Leos.
Because we're Leos?
We're Leos.
All right, so you know more
So
about
there's
this than I
survival
do.
mode. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we have survival mode.
Okay.
And that's what it is. And you're probably on your Leo cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we go into survival mode where it's like, okay, like this doesn't work out. I can pay for everything and I can do this
Exactly.
and I can do that.
That's
and
exactly what I've been going
because
through.
we had no bad day.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
And nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, the world's going to end and we're going to break up.
Exactly.
And it
Yeah.
makes no logical fucking sense.
Yes.
But it feels very real.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
You nailed it.
We should have had this conversation a long
Fuck,
time ago.
We should have.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why I go out to lunch with my
You know what?
my
From now
girlfriends.
on, when
I go out to lunch with my girlfriend. I'm like, venting.
from now on,
And then she's like, how are you today? I'm like, amazing. Everything's fine. I sat on his lap last night.
yeah.
And we fucking watched Hawkeye. And we drank beer. And we made out. And it was awesome. And just please forget everything I fucking vented about.
And I love him more than ever.
And when you get in a relationship, that shit's gonna happen to you too, and I'm gonna get it.
From now on, I'm just gonna text you and be like, I'm having a Leo day.
Yeah. Oh, dang, I love it.
And then you'll know what it means.
Very true, but it is. It feels like reality.
And you might not be able to do anything about it because you might be having your own Leo day where you're like, I'm having a Leo day too.
I'm like, I'm gonna go for a run.
And then one of us can be like, cool, okay, we're both having Leo days, and it'll be fine. We'll work it out in a couple days, and we'll know everything's okay.
Did you book a hotel and not tell me?
No.
All right.
No, I wouldn't do that to the last minute. I have a question.
I did come home and not see your gym bag, so I was gonna put that bomb oil in it, or that bomb.
Oh yeah. Last night I didn't get. Yeah. Oh, last night I went shooting.
Like, I was like, interesting. Is he not planning on coming home because his gym bag's not here and nothing even happened that was that extreme? Maybe I'm right. He's met someone.
I think I did something very similar. I think I did something very similar.
Routine. That's why I was like, we should not ever change our texting routine.
I think I did something very similar where
we're fucking mental.
Something you didn't do that you normally do was off, and I was like, oh great, we're done. She doesn't want me anymore. She's probably been saving the half rent that I give her so that she can give it back to me and be like, here you go, now you can go get your own apartment. That was literally where my mind went.
I just fell in love with you all over again.
That was where my mind went.
We're fucking meant to be.
Yeah, we are.
I love you. It's not just us women. Thank you. Very vulnerable right now.
I know, right? Seriously, right? Isn't it? Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's nice to be vulnerable with the person you love. Good. I'm not going anywhere either.
You get this.
Yeah, you're stuck with me. Yeah, I told you, you're stuck with me.
You're getting all that. You've been getting all that. But you're getting all that again.
I'm going to get it all again. We're going to ring in 2022 with a bang.
And on that note, we're still not done. We have like a couple more minutes. Oh my god, I love you so hard right now.
I love you too.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. If I had a little playlist, I'd be playing that right now.
Speaking of shooting, though,
mines are stupid. By the way, mines are dumb.
Brains, our brains are fucking
playing all kinds of tricks.
Your brain.
I'm a Ghetto Boy reference all over again.
Your brain is a master manipulator.
Well, because you know why? Because sometimes I sit there. My sister put it great one time when I was talking about relationships, whatever. And by the way, I love you so much, and I didn't talk shit about you last night or anything. I went out with Kimmy, and it's just nice to have your friend to vent.
I'd be surprised if I came up at all.
Right. Mm-hmm. And but my sister said something perfectly one time, so I was like, blah, blah, blah. And I said something, and she's like, why would you think everything would be okay? Mm-hmm. Nothing's been okay. So when you've been in relationships that haven't worked out or been okay, and then we're forever, we're good. There really has been nothing to negate forever for us ever, but we have these little moments of being scared or frightened that are all in our fucking heads, you know what I mean? But the mind is sick like that, but it is it's nice to be sobering when people just kind of go, well, shit, if we're together, then it's because other things didn't work out. You got married, I got married, and we didn't, nobody goes and gets married
and, it's I don't know about you.
Yeah, but you don't go to get married to be okay, well, you're making this oath forever in front of everybody, and you thinking oh, it's going to be a fucking year or two.
That's not what I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and go against you on that.
No, go ahead.
For me getting married, I got married at 21 years old. And
with umpteen kids.
All I wanted for my entire life leading up to 21 years old was to emulate my parents. I wanted my life to look just like theirs. Right. I wanted to be a police officer. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have 3 kids. I wanted to have a girl and 2 boys. I wanted my life to emulate theirs because I looked at my parents and I was like, they're perfect. Everything about them is perfect. Their lives are perfect. They don't have everything, but they have enough. I want exactly that. And I wanted to get there as fast as possible.
Right.
Which may have been my problem. One of my problems. But I wanted to get there as fast as possible. So I turned 21 and I'm like, here's a girl who will actually have sex with me. And she's already had 1 kid. So I know that I know everything works. And I've known her for a while. I can make this work, and I can get to that finish line. This is what I want. And then when it didn't work out, it was like, well, shit, everything that I planned on is gone. Everything that
you failed. And
I made all these plans.
Fail, you know.
I made all these plans, and I had all these thoughts, and then it didn't work the way that I thought it was gonna work, and now I don't know what to do. And that was a big problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I mean, you know, it's not a failure. Like, I think you can look now and see, like, learning experience.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Beautiful
now,
girls. You
with
know what
hindsight, now I
Right.
can look back and be like, I have 4 great kids. I ended up with who I'm supposed to be with. I think that you and I got together at a perfect time.
Yeah.
Because we both had a bunch of experiences.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing left on the table for me, and I think you, of like, oh, you know, I love this person, but I wish that I'd have gotten to experience fucking whatever.
I have no bucket list. I have no, like...
I have a bucket list, but there's nothing that I can look at on that list that I'm like, well, I can't do that now because
Well, I mean, I don't
with
have
this
like
person.
the one that got away list or
Yeah,
something
right,
like that.
yeah,
I have no
yeah,
curiosity
yeah.
list of
No.
like other partners.
No.
Like, I don't have like that list. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
There's nobody that I'm like, oh, maybe if him and I get together. Like, there's
Right.
none of that shit.
No.
You know?
No, me neither.
No, you're perfect. You're a perfect balance for me. I can't say how many times, like, you know, just I can't be the easiest person all the time. I'm great. I'm pretty great. You're pretty
you
great.
are.
Like, thank you. But there's just times where, like, you're not antagonistic. When I have my little moments of, like, I get my little nippy moments where I'm like,
Yeah, you just had one a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but and you just don't play into it, and you don't get passive aggressive with me, and you just, you know, like, you're nice and to me, you know, and you just kind of like, and I just love that we have that balance for each other because, like, we complement each other. And there's other people where in the past, like, you know, maybe not emotionally intelligent, whatever, but if I'm having a moment and I'm, you know, it just kind of sucks sometimes because it's like you're probably gonna maybe get it because you're the person that I'm with the most. And a lot of times I think, like, we're really good about it where we're like, we understand, like, sometimes, like, you're frustrated about something and you don't know what it is yet with yourself.
Yeah.
But I think we're good at going, like, hey, I'm not mad at you. Like, something's off. I don't know what it is. Like, but it's not us. Like, or, like, I just don't know. Like, and maybe, like, 2 days later, I'm like, oh, okay, that was what was bothering me and bleeding into this and causing this.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, but we're just not reactive.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because some people are like, oh, you got a fucking attitude, like, and then they get reactive and it just, like, amplifies everything and makes it worse. And, you know, and it's just like, it takes time to find that. It takes maturity within yourself. It takes knowing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going, all right, I know I'm having a moment and this probably has nothing to do with this person. I don't know how to articulate it yet, but whatever, you know, and I want to go and run, but I can't because my hip hurts or whatever the fuck, like, you know, but it's just nice that, like, we're smart enough, you know, and it's okay for things to be okay, which I think, like, we both come from previous relationships of chaos.
Things to be okay.
Yeah, we come from previous relationships of fucking chaos and drama, and we don't really have that.
No.
Any of our drama really is, like, I would say, like, I would go as far as, like, 98 or 99% external.
Yeah.
Than our relationship. Like, we don't create it. Like, oh, hey, like, you haven't gotten mad at me. Like, you must not care. You know, like, we don't create things, like, to show that we care. We do little gifts, like, and, you know, things for each other all the time.
Yeah.
So we know that we care.
You more so than me.
No, I don't think so. I think it's absolutely equal.
You're very.
It's absolutely equal. It's like me texting you and being like, I need you to get this at the store or whatever, and you coming home and bringing it, and me being like, all right, well, you know, can you put this in the fridge and I'll start making this or doing this? Like, we're completely reciprocal. I don't ever feel like it's not equal. And if there's a time where everything isn't 50-50, like, there's a reason for that. You had to work longer, or, you know, or maybe you didn't have enough money to throw around that week, and I had a little more spending space than you did to be able to get a couple things. And, you know, not everything's ever going to be 50-50, but, like, you know, the thought and the, you know, the, I don't know, the thought and the empathy, or, I don't know, appreciation, that's always there.
Yeah.
I like our good morning text. Like that's
I
huge.
love our good morning test. So every morning we
I'll let you. Do you mind? I'm getting another.
no, go ahead. We do
Kate shouldn't call in.
no, he did not. We do what we call a good morning text every morning. It starts with me. I'm sorry.
Just these two.
I will have a beer. Yeah, I'll have a beer.
Damn.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah. How much?
God damn, that dress looks good. Oh. On one hand, I'm like, God, I'm so glad no one else is gonna see that. On the other hand, I do kind of wish that the rest of you like had an idea of just how good she looks in that fucking dress.
Take a selfie and decide if we're gonna post it.
Oh God, she looks good. And I look like trash. I'm down here in sweatpants.
No, you don't look like trash. I love you.
I'm down here in sweatpants and a t-shirt and a white t-shirt and slippers and comfy socks and stuff. And she comes walking downstairs in this, and I was like, wow. I mean, I'm blown away.
Thank you.
Now, the problem is you did something similar last year
I did do something similar.
in a black dress. I don't know how you top this year. Because you obviously topped last year. I don't know how you top this year.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do it, but...
Well, whatever it is, you're gonna order it.
Yeah, New Year's Eve 2022, stay tuned. But
That's another thing. I love when you buy me things.
I do love buying you things.
Yeah, just also for the record, this dress was $10
Wow, $10.
on Shine.
That's actually not bad.
I like my frugalness.
I like your frugalness too. I love buying you things. You are a little hard to shop for.
I think you did amazing for Christmas.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Currently, the laptop and the microphone and the camera are all attached to our new coffee table that I bought her. Cheetos. Wonder Woman necklace.
Yes, you saw that.
Comfy socks.
I made you a nice photograph of you and your mom.
You made me an amazing photograph. A few photographs. Pictures of my daughters. Pictures of... A picture of me and my mom that I haven't seen in a long time. Probably at least 15 years. If not more. A picture of my mom and my grandfather. My mom in her flight attendant uniform. My grandfather in his Air Force uniform, and then me, a different picture of me right after my first solo, sitting in an airplane. And I don't know, it's weird, just because, I always grew up thinking like this whole law enforcement legacy. My father was a state trooper, and that I got to carry on this legacy, and never really even considered the airplane aspect of it, and of my life anyways. And it kind of makes sense. I don't know, because it's not like I don't really see right now flying as a career. However, I just texted a guy not long ago, like within the last few hours, saying that my 5-year plan is to get my certified flight instructor. That's my 5-year plan, is to get my private pilot license, get my instrument rating, and then to get my certified flight instructor. And if I have time in the next 5 years to get my certified flight instructor level 2, then I want to do that also. But I don't know what happens after that. Do I get a job? Maybe I take on a job part-time training people. Maybe I don't know that I would switch jobs, because the post office offers so many benefits that I just can't see me leaving the post office.
I don't like that dental.
Well, there's 13 options for dental. I just happen to have one of the worser ones. My dental insurance apparently isn't accepted pretty much anywhere.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, I know. I just don't see me leaving that job unless the other job that I leave it for is something really incredible. And it would have to be pretty incredible. And I'm talking like 6-figure incredible. I just very much like my job at the post office. Like tonight we're watching the news and...
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, I know. We're watching the news and there's this segment on the news of this postal carrier in Nebraska who made a great friend out of this little girl. I want to say she was, 4 years old?
I thought she was 5.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Under 10, we'll say that.
Yeah.
And this postal carrier said that at the beginning of COVID, he was delivering to the neighborhood and he'd see this little girl in the window every day and he would wave to her. And eventually mom saw him wave to her and then brought her outside to meet him. And that's where he learned about how much, she loved the postal carrier. She was infatuated with the mail truck. And he gave her a little tour of the mail truck. And now they're buddies. And like she, in this little segment, she sees him pull up one day and she comes running outside with a little sign for him. And
Tell the story of the touch a truck for crying out loud.
oh my God, the fucking touches truck. So, when me and Ro first started dating, I told her that I want the post office to be more involved with community stuff. And, I think it was last summer was Touch a Truck here in Portsmouth. Me and Ro were not going to be here. And Touch a Truck, if you don't know, is like, it's this event where they have like the city dump trucks and the trash trucks and the police cruisers and the fire trucks and who else is there?
Fire trucks, like, Public Works.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, okay. So I think I nailed
Nailed
them
it.
all. And she said, do you want to add the post office to this? And I passed it along to my postmaster, and the postmaster said, yes, I definitely want to be there. It was this woman, Amanda, and she was like, yep, I want to add it. I definitely want us to be there. I'll do it if no one else can. And she ended up going with 2 other postal carriers.
It's called Hero Day.
Hero Day. And they brought 3 different mail trucks. Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
They brought 3 different mail trucks to this thing. And then this woman, this postmaster, Amanda, she tells me when me and Ro came back from Virginia, oh, it was great, the kids loved it and whatever, and I'm still not thinking it's that big of a deal. And then I went there myself one day, because it was a few months later, there was another Touch a Truck event.
And I said, bring your mail truck down, park next to me.
And Ro texts me and says, bring your mail truck. And I left a spot for you, and parked next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I parked next to her police car. She's in a police cruiser. Blue lights, laptop in the front, all that shit.
All the bells and whistles. And
Black-
I had all kinds of swag.
Black and white
Color
SUV.
books.
And yeah, she had
Color
color
police
books,
cars and
badges and everything.
all that
And
fun stuff.
and then I pull up in my mail truck thinking to myself, like, no one wants to fucking see a mail truck. This is stupid. Like, I'm coming to see you, but
Yeah.
nobody actually wants to look. No one cares about the mailman.
Yeah, they do.
And
I love their mailman.
I was so wrong. Because I parked next to her.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was so wrong.
One more time? for
I
the
was
listeners?
so wrong. And
I love you, baby. I love it when you're wrong about amazing things.
I couldn't believe it. Like, these kids would look at the police cruiser and then just go to the mail truck. And the parents were like, oh, man, I love our mailman. Our mailman is
Do you
Steve.
know our
And
mailman?
do you know our mailman? This is where we live. And I'd be like, yep, I know him. Yep, I know him. And the kid, the parents were into it too. Do you notice anything about the mail truck? What side's the steering wheel on? Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this is a piece of shit truck
They love it.
with 250,000 miles on it. This thing is a piece of garbage. Why?
It's fun.
But they love it.
Yeah. But then, and you did the
Which is so
community helper day at the
I did
daycare.
community helper. I went to the
Yeah,
daycare.
the
I talked to
preschool or
those
whatever,
little
yeah.
kids.
And they came out with little letters or
Yeah,
something.
I was trying to find that picture to post in my
I'll give it to you.
2021
Yeah.
year in review, but
That was amazing.
but I couldn't find it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got recruited through me. It's like, oh, hey, like,
Mm-hmm.
Rochelle, can you come and do community helper day? And it's like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And, well, would your mate want to do community? I'm like, oh, yes, we would love that.
Yeah.
You know, he'd absolutely come. And it's like, well, we'll have the kids, like, write letters. And
Yeah, the kids
I'm like,
all
it's
wrote
so
letters
adorable.
to each other or something. I can't remember
important.
exactly how it
Yeah.
went, but I think, or no, the teachers gave me letters to hand out to each kid. That's what it was. And
you had coloring books and stuff.
Yeah, I
You
had
made
coloring
them
books
coloring
and-
books and everything.
I mean, they walked around
Yeah.
the truck, and
Yeah,
they
they
were
loved
just,
it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was adorable.
And I'm still, just blown away. So I mean, that whole thing started by me saying like, I just don't see the post office as a place that I'm going to be leaving anytime soon.
No.
For basically any job that's less than
Right.
6 figures, like, I love my job. I love.
It's good.
And, I see all these other postal carriers in these groups complaining about the post office, and I'm like, guys, good luck, okay? Most of the people working for the post office, good fucking luck going to find a job. When I was a CCA, so basically when I first started, those first 2 years or so,
Yeah.
I went to go to apply to other jobs because I hated my job. Those first 2 years, I hated
Right.
working
you
for
get
the post
abused.
office. Yeah,
as a
big time
CCA.
abused.
Yeah.
I hated it, and I tried to apply to other jobs, and I took the average of what I was making and then tried to work out that number to a 40-hour week because most jobs don't offer a lot of overtime. And I tried to work that out to a 40-hour week. Where am I, how much do I need to make? I needed to make $24 an hour. Good luck finding a job that's going to pay $24 an hour on a high school diploma, on a GED,
Right.
with a little bit of military experience. Like, good fucking luck.
Yeah. But you enjoy it. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
I
don't
enjoy
know,
it.
Like, I love it.
I love the
it from
people.
my experience with my stepdad. Like, he was our mailman from...
Yeah. I love the people.
Yeah.
I love meeting people in the neighborhood. I deliver to one single neighborhood, and there's obviously a lot of people out there know you.
Okay, Santa.
There's a lot of people out there that know you, but there's also people that don't know you.
Yeah,
that
they
are
know
like,
you.
that know me.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's great.
Sometimes you get letters that you have to deliver to the North Pole. I just think that that's like...
Mhm.
I love, like, the letters to the North Pole and given to the mail carriers because I feel like there's that trust with children.
Yeah.
And you get to help keep that belief alive.
Yeah.
You know,
Like I said last
about-
week's
yeah.
episode, I believed in Santa until I was like 15. Which is weird
Why
because
would you say that? Because Santa's still real, so what's the problem?
Exactly. Santa
Yeah.
is real.
We know he is.
Yeah.
Because he gave you a present.
Did you do you cry at any Santa movies?
Oh my god, yeah.
Which ones?
Um,
All of them? Like me? I cry at all
I
of
gave
them.
you some hard ones this year.
You did give me some hard
Yeah,
ones.
I gave you the one from your childhood.
Yep,
I
that was a
gave you,
wicked one.
like,
Yeah, that was a wicked, like...
Family Stone. We both cried at Family
Family Stone was a
that
crying.
was awesome. Yeah.
Christmas in the Wild.
Yes,
Or
Claus.
Holiday in the Wild.
Claus.
Claus was a fucking tear fest.
Right. Right.
Which
That's-
is
That's
unfair.
not, I'm not to be blamed for that. That was
No,
my
your cousin is
Marissa.
to be blamed for that.
Marissa. Shame.
How
Ding,
dare
ding, ding.
you?
Shame. Ding, ding, ding. Forget
Um,
that reference.
What about Fred Claus?
Yeah.
What about Elf?
Yeah.
Elf, I'm a big crier.
But I like watch some of the classics too, so I'm a Scrooge fan,
Yes.
which I don't usually cry
I
at.
don't recall crying at all for Christmas Vacation. Maybe I might have.
No.
If I didn't cry, I got close.
No, Christmas Story neither.
That was gonna be my next
No.
one. Christmas Story.
No. I gotta go look at the DVDs.
My next one was gonna be Christmas Story.
It's that time. Christmas time, it's here.
God,
Five
you-
Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life.
God, you
Oh,
look good.
Emmett Otter, Jug Band Christmas, did we cry?
Emmett
I think
Auburn.
we did.
Did we?
I don't know.
I did.
I
That's
think
right.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Christmas
you look
Vacation.
amazing.
Thank you, baby. There's Rudolph, like
I mean, you guys don't get to see this picture, but I'm gonna save it for myself.
the Night They Saved Christmas. I think that's it.
That we watched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Christmas toy, that's terrible. That's not a good one at all. But I keep it because it's, terrible.
Christmas story?
Christmas toy. So.
Christmas toy.
Yeah, there's like a Fraggle Rock Christmas and shit and whatever. We still have some Christmas movies to watch.
We have been
I love
live
that
for
you-
an hour and 40 minutes.
Holy shit, we gotta
And
go.
it's
These people
15
gotta
minutes.
celebrate New Year's.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate.
Wait, all right,
we
hold
gotta
on.
actually watch the ball
Make sure
drop.
we got, oh no.
Let's make sure we hit the important ones.
American Olympic names. Oh, it's kind of
We can skip. We
yeah,
can,
we can skip
You know
that.
what? You can be on again. Yeah, I like that idea.
Weird voice inflections and heart-shaped tan lines.
Heart-shaped tan lines.
I like that
We
one.
can hit that one real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
We both have heart-shaped tan
Well,
lines,
I
don't
will
we?
just say this. I'm African. I don't really need to tan, but I like to tan because it's like an incubator for 15 minutes where I don't have to talk to anybody in the world.
It's kind of a sleep minute.
It is, and it's like, it's just warm. And, it's
And
like,
I feel kind of the same way. But I need to
Yeah.
tan.
But if you don't flip,
Right?
you get a little heart shape on your
You get a little
bum.
heart
On your
shape.
bum.
Yeah. Which I didn't know until you told me.
Yeah, because I look at your bum.
Yeah. Yeah. So I tan, because as our friend Annie says, if you can't tone, tan.
It does like it, it
It
highlights
helps.
everything.
It helps look.
Makes it look nice.
It helps make things look
I
good.
watched a fitness video one time, and somebody used makeup to make a six-pack on it.
Oh,
It
I've
was like
seen
one of
people
those-
use
one of those
airbrush.
crunch- yeah,
Well,
one
a
of
lot
those
of the
crunch videos.
magazines, a lot
And I
of
was
the
like,
magazine covers.
That pissed me
If
off.
you see someone on a magazine
that ain't
cover,
right. That ain't
you can
right.
usually pick them out
That
when,
ain't right.
when it's like women's health or men's health.
Yeah.
And they show the six-pack.
Inappropriate.
There's probably not a six-pack there.
This wasn't airbrushing. This was literally like
airbrushing.
took
Yeah.
like stuff and made like with like makeup. Airbrushing's like. And then,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, I tan, because again, it's kind of like, that's my reward. Tanning is my reward after working
I
out.
feel like it's like warm.
It's my reward.
Yeah.
I get to go. I get to lay down, like you
My
said.
vitamin D.
Be in my own thoughts for 12 minutes, and
Little
just
incubator.
yep. Just I can't touch my phone. All I can do is lay there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And I go to a certain place. My girls are great. It's usually girls that are there, and they're just awesome, and they treat me so well, and it feels nice to go in and be.
But I got up.
serviced.
I got up one day after about 3, 4, 5 months of tanning. I got out of bed one day, and you were like, "Hey, you have the heart-shaped tan line too." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you were like, "You have a heart-shaped tan line on your butt." So if you are a tan person, if you go tanning, if
And you
you
lay on your back
always
the
lay
whole
on your
time.
back, apparently you will get a heart-shaped tan. And if you're listening to this right now, there's a good chance, because you know what?
On your pooper.
I've gotten so much shit from guys in the past about tanning.
Oh, please.
And I'm like, really?
Closet
When was the last
tanners.
time? When was the last time you took off your fucking pasty ass white? You take off
Yeah.
your shirt.
Yeah.
You're all pasty and gross.
Caca.
Yeah, like this guy on TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you take off your shirt. You're all
Pete
pasty,
Davidson.
and the girl's like, "Oh, that's so hot. I've always wanted to date a guy that's ghost white." It's not a real thing.
No.
And so
I agree.
yeah.
And you got to keep up.
So if you're a guy and you go tan, you will get a heart-shaped tan line on
If
your
you
butt.
don't flip,
Yeah,
you
and
gotta pancake it.
you gotta flip.
You gotta pancake it,
Yep.
buddy.
You gotta do some different angles, because there's some creases on your legs and your stomach and stuff too. You gotta move it around
If
and
I
make
could
sure
show you, I would.
make sure you get those creases too.
And then people get, oh my god, it's a cancer. And I'm
Uh-huh,
like, okay, so
yeah,
I just want to
okay.
talk about cancer for a minute.
Right. Let's talk about the Bluetooth headphone.
Let's talk about, like, my stepdad had cancer, and he never did any tanning or anything like
right,
that.
right,
And he never
yeah.
did anything. He didn't smoke, like, wasn't drinking, none of that stuff. My dad had cancer.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
none of those things. Super healthy person. My mom, again.
Yeah.
None of these people tan. So,
Yeah.
you know what? We're all going to die of cancer at some point.
I have a scar on my neck from skin cancer. I didn't get it from tanning.
Moly, 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 moly.
I got it from being in Iraq.
Moly, moly, moly. A lot of people have skin, like moles. I have some, too. Little skin flaps popping out.
No, you look perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
you
you.
look perfect. You have perfect complexion.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love you.
So do you. I love you more.
You have perfect smile
Love you
too.
more. Everybody knows it now.
No, you don't.
I love you more. Everybody knows it. Okay,
No.
thank you. What was that? Was that it?
I think that's it.
New Year's
Save-
resolutions, honey.
Okay.
We got 10 minutes before the ball drops, so let's do
Okay.
it in 5. New Year's resolutions.
Here, why don't you knock out? I gotta take a piss in the
You
worst
gotta
way.
be kidding me.
You've gotten up like 3 times.
Oh my god.
Why don't you talk about your
Just
first?
do the New Year's resolutions, then you can hold it. Here, I'll hold it. Now you go. New Year's resolution, really
Let
quick,
me
and
just
then we'll
tie it in a knot.
Yeah, tie it in a knot, and then we'll go. I'll put a
Okay.
rubber band on it.
I want to fly more.
Okay.
I have flown.
Where's our thingy? Is that
I
both?
flew 15 times, I think, in 2021.
Okay. All right.
So I just got to fly 16 times in 2022.
That's it.
That's it. That's not. It's not it. I mean, like I said, that's over the course of an entire year.
Come on.
Hey,
Come
come
on.
visit.
Oh, you're not coming. It's Brenna, and she's crazy, and we love
She
it
is
when she comes to
crazy.
visit. Come up. Come up.
Other resolutions. Continue going to the gym. You
Yeah,
know, make sure
yeah.
that I keep that up
I like it.
for a year. You know,
Yeah.
I've been going for a little over 6 months now. I'm excited.
Super proud of you, by the way.
Excited, thank you. Excited to get to the month of June to hit that 1 year mark, but also excited to get to this time next year.
1 year
to
mark
say,
in June is our 2-year mark in relationship.
No, I cannot wait. Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Stop.
We're gonna hit our 2 year mark. We're
Oh,
gonna-
don't stay on target.
Okay. This time next year, to be able to say, I've gone to the gym for a year straight.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already broken the record because I've never gone to the gym for more than 3 months in a row.
Proud of you. Be nice
So-
to the people that come in January.
I intend to. I might even introduce
Support them.
I might even break out of my
Yeah.
comfort zone next week because there's people coming. I might break out of my comfort zone next week and introduce myself to these people and be like, "Hey, how are you? You know, my name's Donnie. You know, I started coming here in June. Make sure that you keep it up. Like, happy you're here."
Right. I feel like
You
people
know.
know that they're in that cusp
Yeah.
if they've started
There's,
in June. January, and it's like, but if you don't tell people out loud sometimes, then people aren't going to follow through with things. And
Right.
you know what? If you're out there trying to do any fucking thing to improve yourself, then good for you. Like, should
Yeah.
criticize at what time you decided to do it.
One of the guys, because I've made a few friends at the gym. One
Mm-hmm.
of the guys that I go with, he started last January,
Yeah.
and he has kept it up the whole
Cool.
time. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
yeah. Shout out, Mark.
What am I going to do?
You don't listen to the show. You don't know my
You
last
might,
name.
you
so.
might, Mark, at some
might,
point.
you
Yeah,
might.
you might meet each other.
Yeah.
You might, I think I want to. My big thing is to get out of debt.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that for my birthday though. That'll
Yeah.
be like towards August because I just want to do that before my 20th year anniversary
Okay.
of law enforcement. Like
Yeah.
I just like to be out of like credit card debt. So I want to do that. That's one of my goals. And then my 30-day Pilates challenge that I'm gonna start
That's
tomorrow.
right. Yeah.
That I need to work on, and I think that's
Yeah.
it because, like, I mean, I don't know any other really specific.
I don't
things.
have anything major.
I feel like we don't wait, and we just we
Yeah.
just find stuff that we want to do, and we do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think so too.
But
Yeah.
I don't think, and I don't have any arguments about this year. as
Mine for
opposed to-
2021 was to get my solo flight,
right? And you did
and
it.
I did it.
But did you And I obviously there's two unsolved homicides that I would love to solve,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to do that to myself, and I'm just going
Right.
to work hard on that. But
Well, then maybe that should be the resolution: is just to continue working hard on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm pretty happy.
I'm
where we
very
are.
happy.
I think a lot of things that we want to do are just little things, like little trips, and
Yeah.
just we have the big things in life covered.
Yeah.
So I just hope everybody else is happy. And you know what? I have a quote. I
Okay.
want to end this.
Hit me
on a
with your quote, and we'll blow these
Alright,
things.
we're
and
gonna be
then
like, we're all done with this shit.
blow
It's
this pop stand.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. While you do that, let me just advertise.
Yeah.
4HMclothing.com. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for your support all year long. Always a pleasure to run into you. 4HMclothing.com. Use offer code ADULTING. Get 10% off any order over $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good memory.
Yeah.
And Justin, and so in January we're gonna have him on, or
Yep.
he'll be on with you.
Yeah, he'll be on.
with me.
I'm not positive it'll be on this show. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Might be on this show, but we'll see.
Might be on your other.
Might be
show.
on something else coming in 2022.
Yeah. Well, Patrick Cool wants to start a
PH
show.
wants to come on this
Yeah,
show.
but he wants to start a gun show, and I said 3 guys and a gun.
3 guys
That should
and
be
a
the
gun.
name of the show. Putting it out there.
MileHighAngel.com. all
What?
sorts
What
of.
show is that?
That's a sponsor
Since when?
since like last year.
Oh.
We can tell who doesn't stick around to the end of the episode for the advertisers.
I do actually, but Mile High, like.
MileHighAngel.com. Tumblers and bottle openers and T-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Offer code adulting gets you 10% off any order.
I heard Mile High.
Manscaped.com. Offer code adulting, 20% off all your order and free shipping. And of course, my premier sponsor, AdamEve.com. He's just been waiting for that, huh? AdamEve.com. Offer code
Adulting.
Offer code adulting gets you 50% off any one item, plus free shipping, plus a free gift. Free gift for him, free gift for her, free gift for both of you.
All the gifts. You know my favorites.
A 6 DVD digital pack. Yeah, all sorts of stuff when you use offer code adulting at AdamEve.com. And there are so many toys on the website to just peruse and get hours of enjoyment out of. Trust me. Suicide prevention line, 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. Or you can text the prevention line, 741-741. Happy 2022.
Holy crap. You have to
I
make that
can't
different.
believe
This is
how
like,
fast
I want you to read this quote.
Well, I want you to read it.
I want you to read it because you have a hot voice.
I don't know about that.
I know about it.
I can't believe how fast 2021 went by. Feels like last week you and I were sitting in Portland.
In the freezing.
In the freezing
Not
cold.
letting to Starbucks.
Oh my God! Yeah,
some COVID nonsense.
It was still in COVID times, so we couldn't stay in Starbucks.
Omicron.
We literally walked around a comic book store for like an hour, just trying to stay warm.
I found a cool comic. Girl.
But it was a good trip nonetheless. But it really feels like that was just fucking last month. Like, the year flew by.
Come on, hurry up. It's almost 12.
Okay.
People have to go party.
All right. Here's the quote. All of us, every single year, we're a different person. I don't think we're the same person all of our lives. Steven Spielberg. That's a good quote.
Thanks,
and I can tell you that I'm not the same person I've been throughout the years. I'm not the same person I was this year. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago or 15 years ago or 20 years ago. Yeah. I love you.
I love you more.
Thank you for sitting on the couch with me and
I love it.
hanging out and talking to the people.
The people.
The
We
people.
love the people. We love
do.
the people.
We do love the people.
Yeah, shit. It's almost like midnight, so
It's time for us to watch this ball drop.
Pop champagne.
I gotta take a piss. All right, you pop champagne. I'm gonna take a piss.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I love your. You said like,
My Happy New Year.
yeah, you gangster.
I love you.
I love you more.
No, I love you more.
Mm-mm.